What is going on, everyone? It's Jay here. I'm coming at you guys with another interesting discussion video, and this is another one that is coming from an interview with Nomura. And I want to jump right into it. So let's start off with what was asked. The question was, in Kingdom Hearts 3, how many original worlds will show up? And Nomura replied with, there are two categories for original worlds, which are those that players can go and those that players cannot go. In this trailer, the place where Axel, Lee, and Kairi spoke is a place where the players cannot go to and explore. There are places where it will only appear for a while. Actually, there are many places that will be showing up. Seems like I can't reveal too much. So basically, he was about to spoil stuff, or at least hint towards a lot of different things, but he didn't want to talk about it, obviously, because it would be spoilers. But that's why I'm here. Obviously, what really sparked this interest for me was the fact that he said there are going to be places that you will only get to go to for a while, or they might only appear for a while, and then there are obviously places where you won't be able to go to at all. Those I'm not entirely worried about. What I'm more interested in, obviously, is places that have been in the previous installments of games that will possibly return, but we won't be there for a long time. It might only be an instance where we will only be able to play one level, one instance, and then we will never be able to go back. And I made up a list of places that I think could be relatively accurate, and then I just want you guys to let me know what you guys think and if you guys have any other ideas. So this isn't in any actual order. I just kind of made a list of places that I thought were profound or had profound moments in previous Kingdom Hearts games, or places that we in a sense know that we need to go to. For example, let's talk about Cabletown. Cabletown is a world that was revealed a long time ago, but we never heard anything more of it. I do feel like Cabletown will actually be a new world, maybe, one that we can explore. And I feel like that would actually be very nice because it's a brand new world. It seems like it shows a lot of the same attributes as Land of Departure. And I am really just interested in what is so important about that world and why did it have to be visited. Possibly it's a world that holds many secrets, or maybe it's a world that is inhabited by old dandelions or something of the sort, old Keyblade wielders. Not entirely sure, but I'm really interested to find out what's going on with that world. Another one that is extremely obvious is Castle Oblivion. Now, we will literally have to visit Castle Oblivion so that we can wake up Ventus, most likely. And at that time, hopefully, Aqua has come back to the good side, or maybe she is still, in a sense, in the right mindset, even though she is possessed by darkness, or possibly has been Norded. But regardless, they're gonna have to return back to Castle Oblivion. And I honestly have a feeling that this is going to be a case where we're only gonna go there for one instance, one scene to go revive Ventus. We might be able to actually explore Castle Oblivion, more or less, get that nostalgia back. Sora might have some real issues though in that world, I've been theorizing, because Xion was born there, and there are a lot of things that happen there that he simply does not remember. So he's probably going to get hella fucked up when he visits. But that's just one of the places where I feel like will be a world that you will only be there for one instance for a little bit, and you might not be able to go back at all. This is a small one. I was thinking the Twilight Town rooftop. A very profound place, obviously, for the Roxas character, and throughout 358 days. Sora will want to go up there, or maybe Lee will want to go up there for that nostalgic feeling. But I do feel like it may be a thing where you won't be able to go back up there. You might be able to stand up there for a cutscene or something. Of course, at the very least, a cutscene. I don't know about exploring the rooftop because there's nothing to really explore, but I wonder if that is a place that will not be explorable in a sense, just like the other games. Now, this one was mentioned in the interview, and I call it Lee and Kairi's hyperbolic time chamber. Now, obviously from the trailer, it looks like it's a whole world of some sort, but if you guys look at my previous video, and it has the title Hyperbolic Time Chamber or something like that, it was explained in a previous interview that both Kairi and Lee are off doing Keyblade Master training with Merlin, and they're in a zone where time does not affect them, or something like that. And at the time, it sounded exactly like a hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball. And obviously from the interview, it's been confirmed that this is going to be a place where we're only going to be able to see things happen. We're going to be able to see them train, we're going to be able to see them talk or something of that sort, but we will not be able to go there and explore. Unfortunately, that would have been nice, but at least that confirms that that is not Destiny Islands, because at first I had a theory where that could be the town of Destiny Islands that Kyrie used to live in. But if this is a place that we cannot go to or explore, and this is in hopes that Destiny Island is a place that we can go to and explore again, I would think that that's not Destiny Island. Talking about Destiny Island, definitely I want that to be a world that we can go to and explore. And I definitely don't want it to be an instance where we can only go there once or twice and never go back there again. I think it would be a bad decision if they did not allow Destiny Islands as a visitable world in this game, and you can go there multiple times if you'd like. Destiny Islands is their hometown, and I think it would be fair that we would be able to go to that world, swim in the water, run on the beach, and do whatever we want in that area whenever we want. So hopefully that is an actual world that we can go to. Another one is Traverse Town, a very common world for all the previous games. We've been there basically a total of 4 times, so if it is a world that we can go to multiple times, I don't know if I'd be entirely pleased with that, just because we've been there so many times, but it would be nice to just see how Traverse Town looks in the Kingdom Hearts 3 shader. This one's a very obvious one, and this is more of a place where we will obviously be able to go to and explore, or at least I hope we can. I feel like it has been heavily hinted at that we will obviously be able to have multiple characters that we can play as in Kingdom Hearts 3. One of them will most likely be Riku, and Riku's mission in this game is to go into the Realm of Darkness and find Aqua and save her. They were too late, but I think it is highly likely that the Realm of Darkness will be a place that in a sense is not somewhere that we can go back to the way that he says it appears, but we will be able to explore it almost entirely, hopefully, as we play as Riku. We explore the Realm of Darkness. I want it to be maybe twice the size of the Realm of Darkness world in 0.2, because that one area, it wasn't too big. It is relatively big, but it wasn't too big. If we were to explore the Realm of Darkness as Riku, I would hope that the exploration aspect of it would be at least double the size of what it was in 0.2 before we reach Aqua, or something of the sort. At least that's what I hope. Another one is Disney Castle or Timeless River. I feel like that is definitely going to be a place that we will have to visit at some point. Maleficent is definitely on her own moves, and she is trying to get the box, of course. Who isn't trying to get the box? But her eyes have always been set on Disney Castle and turning it into a world of darkness or just her own domain and stuff like that. But that also ties into the cornerstone of darkness, the cornerstone of light, and Timeless River. Now, I really don't think that Timeless River will be a returning world at all, but I definitely think that Disney Castle will be visited and we'll be able to see the cornerstone of darkness, cornerstone of light rather, before it possibly becomes the cornerstone of darkness. And that kind of ties in with Maleficent. Another one that I thought of was Maleficent's castle. I think it would be pretty interesting if we were able to visit Maleficent's castle at some point in the game. Now, there's not really a lot of reason why we would have to go to Maleficent's castle other than Maleficent escaping to her castle and we have to finish her off. That would be the only instance where I would think why we would have to actually go to Maleficent's castle, but I think it would be pretty cool if we can visit that world again. Now I have 2 more that actually kind of coincide with each other. Daybreak Town is a world that I think has a high chance of us visiting in some way, shape, or form. Maybe not the type that we can actually go to and explore, but if that's the case and we can go and kind of explore, and even if not, the whole idea of possibly time traveling. I think possibly going into Daybreak Town and or time traveling in this game can be a really high possibility. I'm not entirely sure, how this would happen or why it would happen, but I think it would be a good idea if for some reason Sora had to learn a little bit more about the past to understand what he has to do in this present time, and it's possible that through some sort of magic he would be able to go back in time into Daybreak Town and learn a lot of events that happened back in that day without directly affecting real time in that time in the past. He'd be able to sit there and watch things unfold without actually affecting anything in that time, and then he goes back. I think that'd be a really good idea, just so that we can see Daybreak Town again, and just so that we can let Sora witness what happens on the original Keyblade War. In addition to that, it'd be a really good way, in addition to whatever else they have planned, to tie in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross into this game, Kingdom Hearts 3. This one is very obvious, the Keyblade Graveyard. Definitely a world that we're going to have to go to. We're going to be able to explore it in some way, shape, or form, because that's where the final battle is definitely going to happen. We're going to explore it. I feel like it's going to be really similar to Birth by Sleep. You explore a little bit, you fight a little bit, and then you go into that main area, and that's where the battle starts. It's just a wonder if you will be able to leave and then come back. I think you should. Now, another place that I actually just kind of thought of, which I know you probably won't be able to go back to, I think you will be able to explore it in some way, shape, or form, Kingdom Hearts itself. I think Nomura did actually talk about this in a previous interview where he said with the engine and the technology that they have now, they have a lot more that they can do altogether that they were not able to do in the past. Now, I'm not entirely sure, I don't remember, I'm not about to go back into all these interviews, but I'm pretty sure at some point he hinted at Kingdom Hearts being an actual world itself, or a place where you can finally go to and explore as a physical place. Not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure. So as far as that, I think that is definitely going to be a place that you will be able to visit during the Keyblade War or after the battle in some way, shape, or form, but I don't think it's going to be a place where you can go to and come back. I think it's going to be only for that instant. And last but not least, Eraqus's and Xehanort's hometown, the Land of Departure. There is going to be a cutscene at the very beginning that is going to have it set in their childhood times, and it's going to give us a little bit more lore behind Xehanort. This is going to be a story about Xehanort more or less, but we're going to be able to go into that time. But it's a wonder if we will be able to go into that place and actually explore. I say that because a lot of people were theorizing, including myself, that at the beginning of the game we may be able to play as Xehanort in his childhood time before he got his hands on No Name. So for the Land of Departure, it can go either way, but I hope that is a place that we can explore again. I kind of had a theory just now where it's possible that the Land of Departure was turned into Castle Oblivion, and then after saving Ventus, they're going to turn that place into Cable Town. Maybe that's what happens. Other than that, guys, I think that will be the end of this video. I made this one a little bit too long, but hopefully you guys are still here. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know if there was any places that I may have missed, or maybe places that you guys have thought of that are places that we may be able to visit or at least see at some point. Now, I don't mean like old Disney worlds and stuff like that, because obviously we're not going there. There are set Disney worlds, but I'm talking about like moments in Kingdom Hearts time that have been profound, that is an actual physical place that we were at some point, that would tie into Kingdom Hearts 3 and has a logical reason behind us needing to see that place or visit that place again. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.